Hey guys, so I'm at 401 Games and I just finished first place in the Darkwing Blast Premiere Event. I don't know why, for some reason they allowed us to use the new cards from this set today. So I did have to make very last minute adjustments, so it's not the most perfect list, but I was able to use Sprint today. So yeah, I'll just get to the list. Sprite monsters, very standard in terms of the 3 blue, 3 jet. I actually like playing 2 red and 2 carrot. I'm still playing the Spright Frog stuff, even though without Ronin. And even before that, I was still playing 2 carrot because I really like the spell trap and gate. But I just find now that you have to kind of get rid of an extra body without the Ronin. I just like having that second carrot, and also the pixies. This card is really nice. I don't even side it out anymore. I find it is pretty nice, and some monsters that just very hard to out, where let's say it's unaffected, but you can at least just pump your own guys and attack over it. And also just elf, bring back blue, add this pixie so that it makes it harder for them to get over your stuff. Onto the water monsters, I guess, the 3 swap frogs. I miss Ronin Totem definitely, but now that Sprind technically for this event is legal, and it will be within a week, you really don't miss it too much, although the grind game definitely does hurt. And because we're allowed to play Sprind today, I have the triple Nimble Beaver and double Angler. It's really crazy. Now with Beaver, you're basically summoning the Angler instead, so that you have those 2 Beavers that you can summon out of Sprind when you foolish this one. And it's honestly, it makes it so easy to just get your level 2 bodies on board, and you really play through a lot of things. Hand traps, this is something that's gonna have to change. I was maining 3 Nibs, double Crow, triple Ash. All of this is flexible. I'm not sold on it. I didn't have the Bystial cards for today, if I knew they were allowed, but that will probably replace these cards essentially, almost. I don't think I want to main Nib anymore. For this event, it was pretty good, but moving forward, I think it's okay. And then Ash is pretty standard. It's pretty low impact. I'm gonna keep it for now because I've always played it. I'm used to it, but it's definitely something you can swap out for nowadays. On to the spells, of course, the 3 starters, and I've also always been main decking double smashers. I know some people, they at least side the second smasher. Some people even side like 2 smashers and have another one in the main, but especially I played a lot of Runic Spright, they have mine, and it's just really nice to have that second one to maybe out a problematic backward, but just to out monsters as well when you go for the kill, is actually the second one really does come up. Other spells, Powerhouse, Call by the Grave, nothing worth mentioning. I used to play like Tactics and Cross Out, but especially now with the Sprint stuff and you have to make room for Angler, I got rid of those. Prosperities are definitely required. I'm pretty sure this is going to get hit to 1 or 2 at some point very soon. Triple Dark Ruler in the main, again, very standard. Some people just don't main this anymore, and that's totally fine. I agree with that as well, but for now, I kind of like it just to have a good feel to go second, even if you lose a die roll. And then the last card is Imperm it's generic. I really like it. It's good against Sprite. Usually they prepare the red, but they don't prepare for the Imperm for that gigantic effect. So yeah, that's it for the main. On to the extra deck. So again, pretty standard. I like the triple elf. So now, as I mentioned, Sprint was legal for this event and will be within a week. I hastily just took out the Dark Charmer for it because I just didn't have time to adjust the leg list. I'm not sure what because I also play, for example, IP, Nightmare, Phoenix, and also Unicorn. This is definitely something flexible. I almost never bring it out. I think if I had Avermax, I would have played it for this event. I think it's very nice, especially when paired with IP. The thing is, though, before Sprind, if you didn't have Sprind, and you get interrupted, you kind of go into IP, and then the Avermax would come up, but otherwise it doesn't really. So that's why I wasn't really too concerned about swapping this. Sprind is nuts. Today I got cherried. I lost all my elves. Normally that would just be death, but because I had Sprind, I was still able to do some plays and eventually grind it out there. I'm still playing Toad. I love this boy. You know what? No Ronin, it's fine. It's a little harder and not as reliable to make now with the Swap Rock package, but you can still go into it fairly easily, and it's very nice. Double Gigantic really comes up. The second one more so comes out when you're trying to make it into 32 and try to push for game. Zeus package, really not much to explain there. I really like this card. This card I find typically comes out if you give them like a Nibiru token. It's very hard to get over, other than you have to like use up your smashes, which you don't want to do. But mainly this only comes out when you're trying to go for that kill and you just get rid of it, so you don't care if it's coming back. And then I really like Cat Shark. I think it's amazing. If you're playing the adventure package, I think you don't really need it because you usually get like 2 bodies and like 2,000 attack. But otherwise, you know, a lot of times you're locked into 2 because of the Gigantic or the starter. And so, you know, it's kind of hard to go into Link 4s a lot of times in Grand games. But with the Cat Shark, it enables OTK super easy. I highly recommend this card. And finally, onto the side, this was again last minute change. I was originally playing Shifter and the Gamma Burst, which I think is very good, and I think it's something I would consider for the next actual Darkwing Blast format. But for now, I decided to just play it safe, go with Droll, because Shifter, it's only good if you can actually kill them the next turn, otherwise it really doesn't do much and they can just set up their things. Backdoor Hate, I really miss Reboot, but we don't have it anymore, so Feather Duster and the 2 Cyclones. I really like Evenly, best board breaking card in terms of the number of cards you can get rid of. Really, really strong. And then going first options, we did lose a pointer, but I was actually cutting that anyways. And we're playing the 3 Solemn 3 D-Barrier, which is really strong. The only card it really sucks against is Flunder, but Solemn is just really good for overall. Negates Dark Ruler, negates the first normal summon, usually game. And that's another reason for Droll, is I was worried about Flunder, and I didn't have much side for Flunder if I didn't have this, because if I'm not going to shift to them, that would just help them. So yeah, that was it for the deck list. Again, it was super fun in terms of being able to play the Darkwing Blast cards today, and I think Spright is pretty strong still, despite some of the ban list hits. So yeah, thanks for listening to the profile, and take care.